Hello YouTube land, it's Debbie from the Canadian Crocheter. I know it hasn't been very long since I posted. I posted last time was last Friday and today is Tuesday. But I've been busy and I got lots to show you. And if I wait any longer, the episode's going to be huge. So I have some stuff to show you, plus some acquisitions. I've been bad today. Anyway, as you all know, or maybe you don't know, my friend Andrea put in an order for her hats. And I asked her, how many hats do you want? And she said, as many as you can make. I'm like, oh my God. I'm getting very, very bored with hats. So in between the hats, I'm working on other things like shawls and things like that. But yeah, I'm going to show you the hats in order of easiest to hardest. Actually, let me show you my shawl that I finished. I did finish one shawl. We'll start with that. So I'm going away for New Year's Eve, and it's going to be in a warmer climate, and I wanted something blingy, something shiny, and I made this. It is a super long shawl, and it is glittery. I don't know if it'll focus. Glittery. It is using the Hobium yarns, Kartopu. I don't know, everything's in Turkish on this. I think it's 92% acrylic and 8% metallic yarn. I love this. It's not the softest yarn in the world, but I was looking for bling and not softness. So anyway, this will work. The pattern is from a designer that's new to me. Actually, a lot of designers are new to me. I haven't been doing this for very many years. Anyway, it's Elk Studio. The name of the pattern is the Vintage Violet Shawl by Elk Studio. I don't know if you can, if it'll focus. It is gorgeous, gorgeous. Now, this is the only pattern that I bought from her, and a quick perusal on her Ravelry page. She's got lots and lots of patterns, beautiful stuff. This one caught my eye, and I loved it. And it's an easy pattern. I thought it was easy. Maybe not the type that you would, you know, mindless. It's not mindless because you do have some counting to do, but definitely the part in the middle, that's mindless. This part, not so mindless, but really easy to follow. Well-written pattern. She even gives you the charts. So if you're a chart reader, this will piece of cake. That being said, I still made a mistake. If you look at the pattern, it's got 3 rows of lace work on the bottom and 3 rows on the top. Well, I'm going along, didn't realize that I only did 2 rows of lace work on the bottom, and I didn't realize it till I got to up here, and then I realized it, and I thought, well, now I have to do only 2 because otherwise it's going to be imbalanced. So anyway, I made that. I'm very, very pleased with that, and it's going to be a great addition to my wardrobe. I'm all about the red, and this one has bling, so I'm very, very happy with that one. Love it. And by the way, that is a paid-for pattern, but in my mind, I'm supporting a smaller-ish designer, and you know, she's a maker, and I love that, and pattern is great. No issues. Very well written. And then now onto the hats. So the rest of it is all hats. I started with, we're going to do easiest to most challenging. Started with a couple of beanies. This one, I can't tell you what it is, but it's your basic standard half double crochet beanie with the rib border. It is, I'm assuming, acrylic, but it was in one of those Milan bags, you know, that you get like a pound of yarn for like $7 or something. So made that, and then I had some leftover Charisma and Loops into Threads Charisma, and I made this. It's a man's beanie. It fits my husband really nicely, and I like it. It's gray, black, and red. And then he put it on, and this reminds me of a racing stripe. So I'm not sure who's gonna buy this, but I liked it when I was making it. Anyway, so those are the 2 easiest beanies ever. And then my friend Andrea specifically requested this pattern. Will it focus? it is Laurel from the Dabbling hooks, shell, cowl, and rib beanie. And yes, this is a paid for pattern. And no, we are not in cahoots. I don't know the woman personally. I just love her patterns. She writes them very well, very easy to follow, and the stitches that she uses always come out fabulous looking. So to say that I love her is beyond, or not enough. It's not enough to say that I love her, because I do. I think she's fabulous, and I think her patterns are fabulous, and her channel is great too. Now, I have not tried the cowl yet, but the beanie was added to my repertoire, and Andrea saw it, and she ordered a whole bunch of them. I think I have 4 done so far. Just various different yarns. So the first one is the Red Heart Super Saver Chunky, and the colorway is Dark Orchid. Again, I would model these, but these are all pretty big for me, because they're made for normal heads. So I made that one. Then I made one with Fentex Chunky, and then no colorway. There is no color here. Or Hunter Green, sorry, Hunter Green. Made one like that. I figure, you know, seasonal. Anyway, very nice and thick. And then I made one with Charisma Heather. Charisma Heather's in the colorway Purple. By the way, she liked purple. She likes purple. And these are all the same beanie. And, like, she loves them. She says they're a huge seller. So, you know, that. And then I made one with this Premier Yarn Serenity Sequins. And I don't know if you can see, will it focus? There's sequins in there. I don't know how practical this is. Now, I've made the beanie. It is soft yarn, really soft. You don't feel the sequins at all. You would think sequins would scratch, but it does. This is soft, soft. But how practical is it? Because you can't really throw that in a washing machine. Or can you? I don't know. Does it say here? It says machine wash cold. And you can machine dry too. I don't know. With the sequins, I don't know. Has anybody ever washed anything with sequins? Don't know. Now, this beanie is not finished quite yet, because I haven't decided whether to leave it plain. Look at this sparkle. Oh, it won't focus. I'm sorry. Whether to leave it plain or add a pom-pom. My choice of pom-poms is the brown, which I like, or the black, which I like, or do I make a pom-pom out of this remaining sparkle yarn? I'm not leaning towards making the pom-pom. I'm really lost. I don't know. So if any suggestions, that'd be great. Like, which pom-pom looks better, or do I do just the white one with the sequins, or leave it plain? So you let me know what you guys think. I'm at a real toss-up. I don't know. I've been sitting here staring at it for the last 2 hours going, nothing. I got nothing. So that's done. Well, almost done. Okay, so. But by far the most challenging one that I've accomplished this week is I was looking for new hat patterns. And Andrea said, can you make some that are like Canadiana? I don't know. So, found this one. And it is the Crochet Plaid Slouchy by Whistle and Ivy. I think her name is Bethany Dearden. And she has a YouTube channel. She has a tutorial for this. And I always looked at it and thought, oh my god, that's so hard. But nope, I did it. I first made a small one, and I made a bigger one. And it is really quite easy. It's just juggling 3 strands of yarn. So it's a bit of a little more work. So it takes me longer to make these. But come on, look at this. This is absolutely adorable. So now, oh, and I wanted to show you the inside. She'll talk about the seaming because you carry the yarn up, and she'll show you on the tutorial hers. And hers isn't even as neat as this. I am very proud of this. Look at that. Look at that seam. You can barely tell. You can barely tell. And hers isn't even that nice. So, pat. Anyway, I'm very, very proud of these. I'm going to make a whole bunch of them. And I'm actually going to play with, you actually use 3 colors here. So I used Impeccable. Impeccable in burgundy, black, is this burgundy? Yeah, burgundy, black, and red hot. And so now I'm going to go through my stash and look for 3 other colors that will look well together and create a plaid in different colors, not just red and black. So I'm very, very, very pleased with this. I have to make a couple more of these. Okay, so that's what I've been up to, and that's what all I've gotten done. Now on to the acquisitions. Let me tell you a story. I am a big lover of Queen's Yarn Boutique. I think that woman's adorable, and she dyes yarn. And I ordered this a while ago, and it got stuck in the U.S. postal system because of Hurricane Michael. Finally got through that, and then it arrives Canada, and then Canada is having rotating postal strikes. So it got stuck in the Canadian postal system. So I just got this today, but looky, oh my goodness. It is Queen's Yarn Boutique Vanity MCN DK line. And it's 80 superwash merino, 10% cashmere, 10% nylon, and it is squishy. You get 231 yards for 100 grams. And this colorway is Firestarter. Look at this. Oh my God, I love this so much. I tell you, when so we don't get the mail to the house. We don't get mail delivered to the house. I have to go to the post office whenever I went to go get mail. So went, looked in the box, saw the little card that there's a package there, and I ran in. I'm going, please tell me it's this. She came out, gave it to me, and I literally, well, I was going to say I jumped for joy, but I can't jump. I can't jump these days. So I kind of like bobbled up and down and said, oh my God, I love this. And I am thrilled, absolutely thrilled. I want to crack into it so badly, but I got all these hats to finish first. But I'm just looking at patterns and just, I don't know what I want to make it out of it, but I so want to work with this so badly. Anyway, that. And then today, my partner in crime and I had to do errands today. So every time I do errands, I have to reward myself for a job well done. I decided there's a yarn store in the next town over, so it's about 30 minutes away from me. But technically, that is the closest local yarn store to me. And I had never been. I don't know why. I knew about it. I've ordered from them online, but I've never been. So I decided, my partner in crime and I decided we're going to go there. And I was bad. I spent some money. I'm going to show you what I spent. And then at the end of this, I might show you a couple of pictures of the store. It's just a little local store. I didn't want to leave. My mother had to drag me out of there. There is no independent hand-dyed yarn, which was a bummer because that's what I was looking for. I was looking for stuff like this. But it's mostly imports. Mostly. But I decided to try to stick to Canadian companies. Even though nowadays very little is made in Canada, but I tried to stick to the Canadian companies at least. So, but not the first one. The first one, I think I've mentioned before, I am in love with King Cowl yarn. I've used it I think 3 times now, and every time has been an amazing experience. I love it. The stuff just glides. It's wonderful. I don't know why. It's acrylic just like everything else. Anyway, I found this one. Look at these colors. Come on, focus, focus. Look at this. This is called Corn Silk. And you know what? This is my guilty pleasure because this stuff's not cheap. I think this was like $9 a skein, and I got 2 skeins. Each skein comes with 170 yards. So it's a cowl. That's it. And this is a it's a $20 cowl. But I couldn't resist these colors. And like I said, King Cowl, I don't know why it's different. It just is. And I don't understand why, because it is just acrylic. Let me see. Does it say? Premium acrylic. So I don't know, but it is so friggin' squishy. I love this. I love everything that I've made with the King Cowl. I love. So I had to get this, which is a little rich for my blood, but well, for acrylic anyway. So I got that. That was what was not Canadian. Then I think you guys have all known that I love a company called, oh sorry, I got 3 skeins. Oops. 3 skeins. Thought it was 2. There's a Canadian company called Sugar Bush Yarns. And Canadian company, but I don't think it's made in Canada. I think it's made, I'm not sure where it is. I think maybe Turkey. Oh, this one is made in Romania. Okay, so this one, this is air, I'm telling you. This is called Sugar Bush Drizzle. And it's 76% super kid mohair and 24% silk. But you have got to see this. This is like, it's very, very fine. Very fine. Come on, focus. I don't know why it doesn't want to focus. There we go. Now, normally I wouldn't take anything this fine, because it's a pain. It's a pain to work with. Let's see, it's, number 1 fine. But I saw they had a little shawlette made out of this, and it very lacy, very like light and airy, and I think my daughter will love this. Now, I know my daughter watches this show, but she doesn't watch it until much later. She'll like binge watch. So I think I'm safe. I think I'll be finished the shawl by the time she sees this. So, Cal, this is for you. I think she will love this. So yeah, Canadian company. Actually, this particular yarn store is called Georgetown Yarns. And you walk in, it's like an older house, and you walk in, there's just yarn, and there was a little knitting group happening at the time, and they're just sitting there and knitting and yakking. Oh my god. I'm actually thinking about taking some knitting classes there, but that's another topic. Anyway, and then to the left, there's this separate, what I guess used to be the parlor in the house whenever it was built. It's all Sugar Bush yarn, and the owner was telling me that she's the only one in Canada that has every one of their colors and lines of yarn of Sugar Bush. And let me tell you, I took a picture of the Sugar Bush cave. I loved it. I didn't want to leave the room, but I contained myself. So I bought this. Oh, I can't wait. This is like, it's like air. Okay, so I gotta stop babbling about that. Then, Sugar Bush as well. Sugar Bush Chill. And it's extra fine merino. And you don't get a lot. But look at this. It is, I think, hold on. It's got to be a chunky. Number 6. Super bulky. I got 2 of these. But look at the colorway of that. Oh my goodness. This is heaven. But it is a roving. And I think I mentioned a few videos ago that I didn't really know what roving was. I've since found out. So I'm not sure if I'm going to like it. But look at this. It's just squishability. Now it says... I thought I saw something, but I was wrong. Anyway, Sugar Bush Yarns. Another Canadian company. But this one I believe is made in Italy. This one's made in Italy. Sorry about the dogs, but somebody's at the door. We'll just ignore them. Okay, the other thing, the last thing that I got is actually made in Canada by a Canadian company in Quebec. It's by Biscotte Yarns. Biscotte Yarns. And it is 85% merino and 15% nylon. And you get 400 meters, so it's a fingering. But look at these colors. Oh, is there a color on here? Philadelphia. So, I don't know if you can tell, but it's got teal, dark teal and beige and black and blue. So it's a sock yarn. But to me, it's a shawl yarn. So that's all I've got. Okay, so we're already past 20 minutes. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to keep you that long. So we're going to end it here. And with the way I'm crocheting, I'll probably be back in a few days. I'll try to make it for Monday, but we'll see. Anyway, hopefully everybody's having a wonderful week, and we will talk soon.